PBS presents this program in color.
The kind of music we do is emotional music. That's why people, the lyrics are such as they are, and people get hot and they get excited, you know, and it's an emotional music, and that's good enough for me, just to get an emotion, a rise out of somebody.
Theater is just as much a part of it today as the music was of days gone by. It's coming to a full circle where you have to give them just as much of the theater as anything else. This Texas mystique has become quite fashionable. There's a lot of attention being focused down there. It's probably the last place of the true adventure. There's still wide open spaces. You can still drive your car 1,000 miles an hour if you want. And it's just something very intriguing about it that, oddly enough, we just happen to be singing about it at the right place, right time, I guess.
Can any of you Southerners, you low-down hillbillies just like us low-down Texans, can you dig a little beer drinkers and hell raisers? Drink some beer. Bring me drink that beer. Come on. You can see me walking down the line with a grin, my baby, don't need talking mine. I'll be here around supper time. Don't you wanna come with me?
It took 3 days to construct the stage for the rock group ZZ Top. There are 260 speakers and 130 lighting fixtures. It takes 7 semi-trailer trucks and 4 vans to move the 75 tons of equipment from city to city, making it one of the world's largest traveling rock shows. There is so much equipment, the ZZ Top Worldwide Texas Tour is limited to major stadiums, where the capacity is at least 55,000. It is all part of a new trend in rock concerts of giving the young people more than music. ZZ Top guitarist Billy Gibbons says it is theater. In concert after concert, ZZ Top consistently draws huge crowds, despite never having a solid hit in the top 10. They draw crowds through word of mouth and have broken attendance records of better-known performers like Elvis Presley, Led Zeppelin, and the Rolling Stones. They appeal to the teenagers by singing songs of hard living, teenage beer drinking, and hell-raising along the Mexican border. They say it is all part of the Texas mystique. They have come a long way from the one-night stands and beer halls that gave them their nickname of that little old band from Texas. Now they perform on a 35-ton stage designed in the shape of Texas. On stage, there are Texas murals, cattle skulls, cactus plants, live vultures, and a 6-foot-long rattlesnake. There is even a brief appearance of a Texas Longhorn and a buffalo. It all requires a massive audience to pay the bills, 45,000 at this performance in Atlanta Stadium, but the down-home Texas approach looks like a solid hit with the teenagers in grassroots America. Bruce Hall, CBS News, Atlanta.
They're on a concentrate diet with plenty of hay. This Jim Lander has the key to the snake cage.
Oh, okay. We can't find you.
I can't get him out. He borrowed the key yesterday. Come on. Come here. All right.
I didn't know buzzards were so shy.
Yeah. They, that's not a very good idea. It keeps them from catching any of the viruses and diseases that they consume. In other words, it does not affect their own body. So Dr. Werner of the Houston Zoo calls buzzards the garbage men of the highways, and they really help keep things clean, you know. They're misunderstood sometimes. They are not birds of prey, and they are only carrion eaters, unlike hawks and eagles. But these things are federally protected, and we have permission through the federal government, and we want to thank them for allowing us to shoot.
One, two. One, two. So it's not coming up on the left side. It's in stereo. I can hear it in the left side. It's coming out low then. Might be easier just to run a separate wire out here. Alright. What's that for? Lord, is that thing hot?
And the rooms the same way, and they get fairly small on these things.
Yeah.
But you find that in every city. Every one of these new hotels, they aren't anything like the old. Getting a smaller city, that's where you get the good places anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
can be.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
There you go.
Okay. You had the big concert in Winston-Salem. You've got the one here. And you're traveling with all this menagerie, this road show. Why do you have to travel so much?
The concept of the idea, we wanted to do this kind of out, but conditions just got right. Lately, we wanted to bring a little chunk of Texas around with us. This tour is going all over the states, through Europe and everywhere, and we wanted to, along with our music, get a little visual Texas in there with it, to take around with us. And that takes a lot of trucks,
Is that what it really takes to draw the people out now? Something like that?
Getting down to say any particular correlation between the music and the show, but I think that by showing the longhorn and the buffalo, the rattlesnakes, the buzzards, that they're going to get a piece of Texas that they probably couldn't see in any place else.
It still seems like a strange thing that you have to do.
We don't have to do it. We could draw some people. I don't know how many people. I don't want to sound stupid here, but we want to do it. That's the main thing. And we want when the kids come, we want them to hear us play, see the whole thing, and enjoy it. Enjoy a show, the whole thing, visual and audio, the whole bit.
What would happen if the three of you, rather than traveling with what you do now, the three of you just went out on the stage, blank stage today? Would that sell?
Yes, that's what we've done up until now. This is the first time we've ever tried a production like this. It's the first opportunity we've had. We had Dusty broke his ankle about 3 months ago. We had the opportunity, the time to put together this show, but up until then we'd been known as the little old band from Texas. We had our amplifiers, our set of drums, and the three of us, and that was it. That was and we sold out, had records all over. We outsold Elvis in Memphis.
Dusty,
So-
go ahead, Frank.
I'm finished.
Dusty, how are you able to do this? The little old band from Texas, and you're outselling everybody, but you've never had the big hit record like Elvis or something
Well,
like that.
we played. Originally, when we started, we'd go in and play a place, and people would hear us. We'd leave. We'd come back so many months later, and word of mouth spread it. You know, and that's the way we got our following wherever we've been. And so I guess that's how we did it, you know, like just people talk, you know, and like I say, you know, not the big hit record. It's just one person telling another person that he saw the show and they like it. Next time they tell 3 people, you know, and that kind of thing. It's a longer process, but it's more stable, more substantial, you know.
Billy, tell me a little bit about when you fellows got started. What was it like then? What were the type of things you were doing then?
Oh, when it first came together was the toughest, because we didn't know each other, hadn't worked together at all, and we really weren't sure whether it was going to work. And I think just through a little determination and necessity of making a buck here and there, we just stuck it out for as long as we could. And it was a funny time when we first started the thing going in 1970. And the groups that were bringing in the most, the super groups, they were getting exploited by TV, most of the media. And a lot of the secondary bands were coming up and doing the same thing. But instead of spending a lot of time with interviews and things of this nature, we concentrated on the music, and were able to establish a pretty good working relationship just in learning how to think like each other and reading each other's movements on stage. And I think through that growth, we were able to come up with a nice sound on stage, and through this, it just snowballed into what Dusty was saying, just getting people to talk about it a little bit. And that's how it got started. Just word of mouth, and I think it was an honest approach to the music. We didn't set out to become great. It was just happened.
Well, when we started out, like, you know, we were doing shows. Me and Billy, Dusty was the last one to join, and we were doing shows already, little shows. But what we'd do is we'd get up there and we'd say, okay, C shuffle. And that was the name of our tune, you know, and we'd just sing whatever lyrics that came to mind, and the G4/4 or 6/8 blues tune. We didn't have any tunes that we had written or anything, so we just did what was standard that every musician knew, you know, like jamming type tunes.
But you were singing of whorehouses, you were singing of all kinds of things like that.
That was a couple of years later. I'm talking about in '70.
Well, it was really strange when we started, because there had been no bands from Texas that had actually accepted the fact that we were stuck there. The wealth of talent that's come from Texas has gone unnoticed that it was from there, and we had nothing to go by, and all we could do was sing about the things that we grew up with, sing about the things that had influenced us through school and those formative years, and we ended up singing about the whorehouses and beer drinkers and hellraisers and the master of sparks, these things that just incidents that had touched us, you know, and kind of influenced the way we lived. And I think basically that's what we found ourselves caught up into, singing about these true life situations that really struck us so close. And as
What?
They have them everywhere. You know, it's just, they have them down there too.
Through Atlanta, Georgia,
it's fun.
roll
It's
two,
fun.
roll.
It's how-
You have to write about something you know about.
I think that it was, I think that this production kind of aimed at capturing what we sing about, like the story of the Master of Sparks, how it was something kind of out of the ordinary that we have come to find out a lot of the kids in the other part of the country didn't do. They didn't experience it the same way as the I don't know if you could call it the Texas experience or not, but I don't think that the geography of the rest of the nation allowed it to allow the people to experience the things that we did.
Texas is an awful big place, you know, and the Tex-Mex border that's a country all itself. You know, there's Mexico and there's Texas and then there's the border. And that right there is just that's a melting pot. That's, to go there that's an experience that every Texan does.
Was it all part of just the hell raising? And you said you experienced everything here. Billy, you talk about this as the hell raising and the drinking, the hard drinking. That's the way of life there.
Yeah, see, we didn't have, in Texas, up until now, you can still go to even a town as big as Houston's getting, a town as big as Dallas is getting. I think I heard the other day where Texas is the only state with 3 cities that are in the top 10 as far as population goes. It's one thing to have these big cities, but to go into these towns and still have a rural feeling like they were 40 years ago indicates what we just had to put up with growing up in Texas. We didn't have anything.
And what makes your music, you think, and your themes so appealing to people outside of Texas?
Everybody always, you know, like cowboys, you know, everyone's always gotten onto that kind of thing.
What made the Beach Boys appeal to the whole country? Not everybody surfed, you know, it's the same thing.
Most people didn't even have an ocean, you know,
Right.
so
We've got an
most
ocean.
people don't have the area Texas has, and the idea. Everyone's already got an idea in their mind of what Texas is like
The
anyway.
contrast of Texas, mountains here, plains here, valley, just like in a Florida valley, East Texas, beautiful red dirt, woods, North Texas, Amarillo, snow, you know.
Let me ask each of you, and Dusty, starting with you on this. What is it you're trying to do? What message are you trying to leave with this music that you're going to be playing tonight?
That's a good question. Just relating what my experiences, you know, in playing the way I play, you know.
Get off more to playing to Billy and Dusty than I do. I play to them rather than to the crowd. I get a bigger charge out of hitting, say, a hot lick and having Billy turn around and go, yeah, you know, because they know me better and they know, you know, my capabilities as a musician. And so I think that we play to each other. The crowd picks up on that. They pick up on our energy flow, for, you know, the trio's flow of energy. Then they add to that, then we go back out to them, and it's just a transference of energy back and forth, and it goes higher and higher and higher.
Billy?
Man, if they have a good time, that's what counts. I'd like to see everybody leave feeling satisfied. Yeah, whatever they came for, I hope we can give it to them.
Are you satisfied after a performance? If it went well? If you think it went well?
If I'm exhausted and can't seem to wrench out another note, I think I'm feeling pretty well satisfied. There's some kind of a reward in feeling completely exhausted after the show. If you feel like you just can't do another anything. I think that's what counts to us.
Stop a second.
Let me just...
Okay, for editing purposes only, this is Billy Gibbons. Second is Frank Beard. And third, for editing purpose only, is Dusty Hill. Dusty with a white shirt and hat.
Okay, now if you guys give one more minute, right?
Can't you see? You the people that made us. Y'all give us just a minute to take a drink and they ain't no telling when to... penitentiary, one named Precious and one named Grace.
Bell Crew, Atlanta, Georgia roll.
The feeling so is fine. Just moving on down the line. Just moving on down the line. Moving, moving all down the line. Moving on down the line. Well, y'all, everybody must know Pearly Gates here tonight. If you don't, this is my fair lady. I had a little talk with her earlier tonight, and she said, Bill, don't let the night go by without playing a song that I think everybody know what we're talking about. Well, y'all about ready for the second set to start? I know you got some country way down in there somewhere. Let's see if we can't bring it out now. Well, I hear the train coming. There's a old devil man. Now, it's Texas. He's looking for some toast. behind.